Another day in someone else's coffee?
Yeah, how's the coffee?
I feel like I'm cheating on myself.
It's dessert coffee.
Yeah. But it's not my coffee.
What do you mean? Oh, you're not your business.
Yeah. I'm drinking other people's coffee, which is kind of weird. But I guess, desperate times.
Listen, I'm not happy to say this, but I got a big old matcha.
Yeah, you need to explain that to me. You said earlier, I said, what's a matcha? Do you want one? I said, well, what is it? And you're like, well, it's super gay. And I was like, well, of course, give me two.
Well, yeah, it's the gayest thing. They were just
They
were out of dark black coffee. I mean, they were just out of the black stuff. I don't know. It's a bunch of plants and you mix it up. And check this out. This is something you would never do. There's a place here in Phoenix. It's called Yumi's Coffee. They imported this woman from Japan. All right. And you stand in line for 2 hours, go in by yourself, and she makes you a coffee and a matcha, and that's it.
Wait, you go in singularly?
Yeah.
It's an experience?
Yeah, one group at a time.
I would never do that.
I know you would never do that. And the first time I went, she didn't have a system down. So you just wait in this hot hallway for 2 hours, like straight up 2.5 hours the first time I waited. But I was halfway.
So you've done this multiple times?
Yeah, I have a full punch card. I already finished it. And I took my girlfriend last week.
You're not right in the head.
Yeah, but there's a better system now. And if you go at the right time, you can go right in.
Now, there's also a coffee, I don't know if you want to call it a cafe or what. It's a cafe in Tempe that, like, you go there and then they just have rabbits all over the place and you just go and pet the rabbits.
Yeah, they have a cat cafe also, and this is my worst nightmare.
Don't talk about cats.
Why?
They're disgusting, wretched creatures.
They're disgusting, yeah.
Yeah, but rabbits are phenomenal.
My girl has cats. No, but the cat cafe, I mean, I can sense a cat. When I walk into a room, I just start swelling up my face.
You just start barking?
I start barking, yeah. I'm a dog at the end of the day.
Oh, man. Yeah, I need to start actually hitting up more cafes just for good coffee, because I enjoy good coffee and I enjoy good cafe. I am just busy, and so I'm all over the place. But now I kind of realize, like, man, I just need to, like, chill out and just go somewhere, sit down, drink some coffee.
Yeah, I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. I have like 5 coffee shops I love to go to and just walk around downtown. But now it's going to get hot again. So now I'll be back in the house.
I mean, actually, at our office, we have like this, I don't know, foyer in the front, whatever you want to call it. And right now it's just like, there are some coffee machines there, but it just looks like an office foyer. In the next coming weeks, after I get back from my kids' spring break, I'm going to turn that front area and make it look like a coffee shop. It's not going to be a working coffee shop or anything, but I'm going to kind of design it like that. And we do have the working espresso machines in there right now. So at least when you walk in, it's going to look like a trendy little
that's
spot.
Way cool. We have so many here, like a Harry Potter one. There's so many cool ones. Yeah.
We've got fights.
Yeah.
Did we talk? Oh, yeah, we talked fights last week. That was the worst I've probably ever done on any of my picks since we started doing this.
What a bummer card, too.
That sucked.
And your boy Garbrandt, come on. He got off the weird
he dominated. What did I say was going to happen?
You're so disgusting.
Didn't I say bet the house on Cody Garbrandt? And look what happened. Garbrandt smashed.
It's like when we would win by just like some crazy miracle and go, easy money. Yeah, that's easy work. Too easy.
No, there is actually, I want to get into this earlier because there's a lot to unpack on this Charles Oliveira Max fight.
Which I told you was going to be Charles just nut hugging.
Which was boring as could be.
I was entertained.
It's a shame. But it goes, so I said, I was like, bet Max. Max is the one. He's going to murder him. God, was I wrong.
But standing, I thought he did well. I know the announcers kept going, Max is getting hurt, but Max was putting some hands on him.
Max was. The issue, here's the thing, is there's so much going on this whole thing that we got to discuss a little bit of it. First of all, we all know Max is good at jiu-jitsu. No, I don't even, not say he's not good at jiu-jitsu, but he's really good at submissions. He attacks submissions well, and when he gets put on his back, he attacks them well or uses them to stand back up. But we never really see him control people and out-position people. That's just not. It's never been his game.
Are you talking about Oliveira?
Yeah.
That's okay. You said Max.
Oh, did I say Max? Okay.
I'm sitting here thinking, I've never seen this from Max.
I was talking Oliveira that whole time. What I mean is he attacks submissions well, and I'm sure he has good jiu-jitsu. We just never see it. Like,
I think it's very good.
Well, of course we know that now. When have you seen it? He attacks necks.
The Tony Ferguson fight.
And then if he gets put on his back, he uses leg locks and heel hooks and triangles to get up really well. But then rarely does he even follow him up on top and grapple. He just stands back up. So
he's so efficient with his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
He's so calm with his
jiu-jitsu is great. We knew that. And we knew his striking is really good, but his chin, he's chinny, and we know the situation. His wrestling, the way that he just grabbed Max.
And what did I tell you last week?
Down.
I said, he double leg Michael Chandler, and you're like, my wife could take down Michael, but his technique is great.
Like, again, I mean, yeah, he has a great timing on a shot, but again, once, like, we don't see him often.
The chain wrestling.
We don't even see Oliveira try to grapple anymore. You literally just see him strike, and then when people grapple him, well, not even that, they grapple him, and he'll counter grapple in jiu-jitsu, and then he does. He's never really attacking. Kind of, his dominant offensive wrestling was very impressive to me. And he was doing some very high level stuff in there on the wrestling department, that knee bumps, like,
he's so good.
Yes.
I said this on the last show. Like, I just watched him fight. I know it was a boring fight, but man, he's like one of the best fighters on the planet. I mean, he's so talented.
The next point I want to bring up is it shows how good Ilya and Makhachev are.
Wow. Yeah.
To be able to just, but then, I mean, so there are levels, and we know there's levels, but it really shows like how impressive those two are considering the situation. But then it also makes me wonder how Max would have done with either of them. Geez, I keep saying Max. How Oliveira would have done with either of them if he had offensively wrestled instead of trying to be.
You've said that for years. The way to beat the Dagestanis is you got to wrestle them.
You wrestle them. And Ilya, I know he shot and got defended in one time. Like, okay, so that's it, that you're just going to try it once. Then you're just going to start spamming front kicks and run at him and get knocked out. So it really makes me wonder like how he could have done with either of them, considering the levels, all of that. But then there's another thing that I was thinking about with this Oliveira stuff and all of this. How freaking good is Volkanovski, knowing what Charles or what Oliveira just did to Max, what Makhachev did to Oliveira, and I mean Volk almost won that first fight with him, and arguably could have, and definitely won that last round.
Yeah, for sure.
It just goes to show like how impressive the 3 foot tall freaking Australian guy is.
Amazing.
It's wild.
So he really is. There's so many of these guys are great fighters, but yeah, he's one of the best ever.
It just shows. It just made me think of that whole myriad of things with how dominant Charles was against Max. We've never seen anybody dominate him like that. Like, that was just insane. And then, it was boring as shit too. Lame ass.
It really was for a BMF title. Like,
yeah. Kindle, my wife said it best. She said, this isn't a BMF fight. This is just a 155-pound fight.
That's it.
And cool. Like, go win your 155-pound fight. Like, that's what you do. But for a BMF, you got to BMF it.
I can't believe that the title even still exists. Like, it was a joke belt to begin with. It's kind of corny, I think.
It is absolutely corny. And so you cannot take it seriously. And you can't have that performance.
I thought you could have that performance because Charles probably thinking the same thing. This thing's corny. I'm just going to go win the fight.
Yeah, I don't know. It made me sad considering the situation.
The whole card was a big letdown. So I actually went on Clint's podcast yesterday. It was funny. We were telling the story about his wife made a rule he can't say his daughter's name on the podcast. And that's because of me, because he lost a bet one time and I sent him a bottle of Fireball to his house, but I didn't know where he lived. But I looked it up. So since that time, they're very private people now. And then a week later, he came to my house and he didn't know where I lived either. Funny. All the information's out there.
You going to finish this?
That's it. He just showed up at my house and I said, oh, thanks for the stuff. See you later. I was busy and all the stuff was going on.
You started this story with something on your mind that you were going to say about the bad card, and then you segued into that.
Oh, we were talking about cards.
That it was a disappointment.
Last card was a disappointment, but it's always the cards that don't have a lot of star power and big names. These are the ones that always perform.
These are the ones. Like the one coming up.
Even matchups.
Yes, they're actually even matchups. They're not names. So people still have a chip on their shoulder. They're not trying to play it super safe. We
got some of the races going against each other. This is great.
Yep, I love it. And one last thing about this. It's funny because I was telling you, I thought Fajeda was like, he's going to have his number and blah, 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 just stylistically and this and that. Nobody ever could have imagined that the complete the fight just happened again in reverse order. It was like that was exactly what Fajeda did to Rodriguez in their first fight. One punched him, and now he one punched him. They need a third. They have to do this again.
Yeah, I think Bruno's not good. I think Bruno's not good.
Well, he's not amazing, but he's a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for. And I think he just has a shit chin. Like, I think he literally got hit once.
This is going to be the rest of his career.
Yeah.
You know, the second a Brazilian chin cracks, it's never coming back.
Doesn't mean he's not good. Well, look at Rodriguez. Rodriguez has had some chin issues. And
yeah, he fixed it with the ATT water, the Killcliff water down there.
And then, yeah, I think that's it. We've got fights coming up. We're doing a daytime night podcast.
It's midday.
Yeah, it's
enough for coffee. I got the coffee.
5:16.
Yeah, I'll drink my matcha. We're gonna get this started.
You want to know what's funny is we sell matcha, and I don't know what it is. It doesn't make sense. I don't even want to know what it is. It weirds me out.
You just take powder and like grind it up and mix it.
It's like that mushroom, like the lion's mane mushrooms. I'm get out of here, you guys. Like, shut up. Drink some coffee. Lame ass.
Everyone wants these weird, trendy health things. I'm all about it too.
Gosh. All right, let's get going. What do we got? Before we get going, have anything to say?
I did it. I don't know.
Got him one red-handed.
I did it. I don't know.
Sign up to the Patreon. Come join us on Discord. Say hello.
Bare knuckle this week.
Yeah.
UK, there's always some gems. And we have LFA Phoenix this week.
Oh, that's right.
We have some good matchups.
We know some people on the card.
Christian Natsevidad's headlining the card. Yeah. Trained with him a lot. You've coached him for years and years. Got a very tough fight against one of the Goat Shed kids.
Yeah. And then Eryk Fimbris.
Our big boy, Eryk. Foot long.
Also, you guys, check out my book. Buy it. Pre-order it. Link is in the show notes. And then check out my PT Fitness app, which is
a great app. And it's
in there as well. So, no, but check it out. All the diet information you need. It does everything for you. If you want to be buff, athletic, and lose weight or gain weight, everything for you.
I'm actually his test subject, so you can see how well it works.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, remember Brandon last year when he was getting bigger and bigger and bigger?
I got fat
and then he got skinnier and skinnier and skinnier and skinnier. Those were both my PT Fitness app.
I gained weight and lost it just to show the effectiveness.
Just to show and see how it is. The efficacy is unrivaled.
I'm like Jared from Subway without the allegations.
Oh, man. Too soon. Nah. All right, you guys. We've got, what the hell? Gosh.
UFC Vegas. No.
Camuela. Dear producer Camuela, the odds he sent us are in just some random ass order, not in the order of the fights.
I'll take care of this.
Do we go by Camuela's odds that he sent or the order of the fights?
We're going to actually make him work for a paycheck this week. Let's just do him on Tapology order, and he'll have to fill in the blanks.
Oh, snap. I like it.
He's going to be mad. He's got 20 minutes of work this week.
Yep. But then now you have to pull up Tapology.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Leading off the night... this is a great fight. Yeah, we went in depth on this one. So leading off the night, we have Piera Rodriguez at minus 125. The comeback on Sam Hughes is plus 105, and this is a rematch. What say you?
I'll say a little bit about this fight and then the next, not the next one, but the other redhead in my love,
Gillian,
and
Lemos.
Of course, I didn't watch tape on this, you guys, because I don't do that. I'm not drinking matcha over here. No, but Sam Hughes is. These two are, first of all, they're so similar. Like they're just kind of
grimy.
Yeah, just not phenomenal in any respect. Very decent, okay everywhere. Piera tends to fade, whereas Sam tends to grow strong. That's where they kind of reverse mirror each other.
Piera's a shower, not a grower, and Sam's kind of the opposite.
Yep. Sam's like, hey, this is what you get.
She's a grower, yeah.
But I mean, Piera's neither of their striking is everything about them is very basic. They're both just try to out physical. Piera tries to out muscle her opponents a lot. And Sam tries to out cardio her opponents a lot. I think Piera is going to win this just by doing enough before she loses round 3 to squeak out 2 rounds in a pretty boring, uneventful fight, because Sam's not an amazing grappler, wrestler, takedown defense person, but she's decent enough. And I think she's just decent enough to where I don't think Piera is a great offensive grappler and wrestler. And I think it turns into some shitty striking and some cage pushing with Piera being on the outside of the fence more over the first 2 rounds.
I actually like Sam Hughes in this spot. I think Sam Hughes has honestly become a pretty decent fighter. She's very good at counter grappling, which has been her, she always goes against these girls that are supposed to come in and take her down and be aggro and just dominate her. And she stays calm. She stays composed. She stands up. She counter grapples. And then what I love about Sam Hughes is she is basic, like you said, but she actually, for a woman, does a very good job of filling in the space. Little knees, little elbows, little punches. And when I watch Piera, right, she's really strong. And like you said, she comes out muscling stuff. And in the first round, she's aggressive with her striking. Round 2, when she's a little more tired, the arms are hanging, you can see she kind of pulls back on her back foot a little bit more. And that's the thing with Sam is constant, small pressure, cut off the cage, touch you. I think at this point in their careers that Sam has been improving a lot. I think Piera, and we've known this, so I trained with Piera at Black House. Yep. They don't really have like coaching.
She's been at Vegas and in Vegas now for a while.
Yeah. So that was my next thing. This was years ago.
Okay.
And then she moved from Black House to Vegas, and the same thing is she's coaching herself. She's got a few girls she trains with. Does she take Garbrandt's wrestling class?
I don't know if she does or not.
I think she does some classes at the PI, but for the most part, and that's why we've seen a lot of people leave Vegas, is they're coaching themselves. Yep. And so I look at Piera, and she doesn't look that much different from the first fight to me. She's very much the same kind of girl, but Sam has kind of found her rhythm. I mean, she's not a 500 fighter anymore. She's 11-6. She beat Stephanie Luciano, which is a great win. I think this is Sam's time, especially at dog odds. I like her here.
All right.
But just like anyone says, you can wait after a round, I think.
One thing I do like about Piera, this is kind of secondary, is she's working with James Gifford up there in Vegas, boxing coach. And I like to see that over some of the usual suspects that we see people working with in Vegas, because Gifford.
You can say Dewey Cooper. You can say it.
Because Gifford's an actual boxing coach, and he's not doing dumb shit. Reminds me a lot of like Alan Byers.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it. This is how you should be standing. Don't do dumb shit. Let's correct your punch. That's a lot of actual corrections.
In a world full of Perillos, be a Gifford.
Yes. So anyway, I actually just want to see her do well. Her hands look good because I like Giff. And, it's just a random.
Last thing I'm going to say on this one, I mean, this is pretty easy. I mean, just look at geopolitics and the modern climate we're in. America dominates Venezuela. I mean, it's no brainer.
Absolutely.
We're taking it.
America.
All right. Next up, a couple of these fellas. We have Elijah Smith at -200. He's fighting Su Young Yu plus 170.
Man, so Elijah is fast and athletic.
Yeah, just say it. Just say it.
Man, he is melanin. And
I thought we were going to keep going. I had some more to add.
No, he's just a fast, athletic kid. He's legitimately athletic. We'll see him get taken down, and he just athlete. I mean, he does the right stuff. But there, you can just see when people move well and flow well.
There's doing the right stuff, and then doing the right stuff with freak athleticism.
Yes, it really is, and so you love to see that. He fought our boy Junior Cortez. Junior, kind of beat his ass. TKO'd him in the second. Or third.
Yeah.
Leg kick. Boom, swung on him, put him down. And I appreciate if you actually look at some of Elijah's interviews, he says that Junior was his toughest fight, and he was too inexperienced at the time to take it, and he shouldn't have taken it.
Junior's a tough fight,
but he recognizes what he learned from it. So I like that. But then you have Su Young Yu, and Yu is not bad. He's not. His striking is not bad. He doesn't have a lot of beautiful setups and flowy movements, but like we saw in the Zhao fight, where when he's down to just bite down and throw, like. He ain't no bitch, and he hits hard, takes a decent shot. But the thing with you is he can wrestle, and he's going to wrestle nonstop for 15 minutes. Just a big body, big grab, big squeeze. And so it worries me a little bit to see Elijah get like, gosh, if this guy does he just take him down and hold him and just squeeze him enough to take that energy out of him? I don't think it'll happen. I think Elijah will get taken down and inch to get up and then get taken down again, inch to get up. And then little by little, he'll start to find some more strikes and find some more stuff. I think Elijah wins this. I think he wins it by decision, though, just because I think Yu's kind of weird. He floats back and doesn't engage, and then you engage him, and then he's swinging and wrestling. So I think it's going to be a weird fight of like Elijah trying to navigate how much do I throw and allow him to get in on me versus how much do I kind of jab and stick away. So
that's a good analysis. For me, just looking at their basics, right? I mean, Elijah Smith's 5'9". He's a big guy, especially for 35.
Yep.
Very athletic, shredded out. And then you have Su Young Yu, who's 5'6", so he's an inch shorter than optimal height, an inch shorter than me. Just the athleticism is so apparent to me. I mean, I look at Su Young Yu. I mean, he's fine. His wrestling, I don't think, is amazing, and he does have a tendency to slow down. That's why I did pick Xiaolong in the last fight. I thought he was going to knock him out round 2, round 3, because he starts reaching for legs. He gets a little bit tired. He did impress me in that fight. His willingness to
keep going,
to throw down.
Yeah. Like he ain't no bitch.
But also, watching the Xiaolong fight from last week, I mean, I thought his hands were so much better than they are. I mean, I did this on the last podcast.
He's looking around, and you're like, dude, like, don't forget to fight, buddy.
I mean, he's like every Mongolian I've ever trained with, honestly. I mean,
but is he Mongolian or just Chinese? I think he's
just Chinese. Our boy Cade went with him. But just seeing how bad his hands looked in that fight, like I don't put a lot of credence in that fight for Su Young Yu. I think Elijah Smith has a lot of holes.
Yes.
He will get taken down sometime, and he's going to get grinded sometime. He slows down big time also. But I think his striking is too dynamic, and I think he's just too athletic, and I think he's just going to hurt. I think he's going to hurt Su Young Yu, and his ground and pound is pretty nasty. And if Su decides to go on his back or gets taken down, I think it's bad news.
Yeah, nah, I think so. This is it's a bit of a risky bet, not necessarily fight for either of them, but
it's a lot of chalk for a guy that has a lot of stuff to prove.
Exactly, and we've seen it. We saw it last week with was it Luis Fernandez who fought? Luke Fernandez. You see it like that. These beginners, these kind of green fighters who have some promise, and they don't have all of those holes.
I can see it with Elijah too, because these guys that are extremely fast twitch. A guy like Su Young Yu,
and he's what, 16-3?
16-3, and he's seen a lot of stuff. I think that he's going to get hurt on the feet, but if he doesn't, and he can get to the legs even one time, I think the second, third, fourth takedown is going to get easier for him. But he just has to not die on the feet for.
Yeah, and we've seen Elijah. It's funny because we've seen Elijah Smith just like fall over, get taken down. But then we've also seen him like defend really well. And it's.
So when I first started training MMA, like before I even met you or anything, his dad was actually the head coach at the gym I was training at. And so then they moved, and I think he was wrestling. He's wrestling in Colorado, but I don't think he ever even placed in Colorado. So, a lot of people will go on and on about his like wrestling accolades, but I mean, placing like 5th in Colorado, it's not amazing.
Yeah.
It's like 10 divisions.
Who do we got next?
I'm picking Elijah, though. I think he's going to win. Elijah.
Yep.
Oh, it's funny. Last week we went, and every single one we were like, who are we picking? Yeah. And someone still goes, these guys are so confusing.
Wait, so I'm not picking Elijah. Are you picking Elijah?
I don't know who I'm picking.
Yeah, we're picking Elijah. Can people not get off your damn phones, you people? Stop scrolling TikTok.
Or get on your phones and actually watch us and pay attention.
Yes, you can actually pay attention and like.
But now get off your phone.
Read a book. Get off. On.
All right, get back on. Next fight, we have Bia Mesquita. She's minus 450 against Montse Rendon. She's plus 350.
I don't know what you've said for the last 15 seconds.
I also want to point out her age. She's 36 years old, 11 months, 3 weeks, and 5 days. She's almost 37.
That's death.
She's going to be 37 the day after the fights.
Not a good day.
Old lady. And you know what happens to Mexicans the second they turn 37? They all turn to Consuela.
Yep. Tia.
She's going to shrink another 7 inches. I think this fight's going to be super easy. I'm not huge on Bia. I said this on the last podcast. I don't think her MMA skills are good at all. I think she's going to have horrible cardio. Her wrestling's bad. Her striking is like awful. However, this is the easiest fight in the world for her. Really? I mean, if she's going to tip Rendon over one time, she's going to get on top and she's going to choke her. Rendon doesn't have power. She doesn't really even know how to throw punches. She's just big and strong and physical. I like Bia in this spot.
Okay. No reason to keep talking about that.
Take that for what it is. And I did say this on the last show. There's a fight that I've been begging for. Because in combat jiu-jitsu, Juliana Miller actually beat Bia Mesquita. And Bia's like a 10-time black belt world champion.
Really? Let me just say that. Didn't I tell you that Juliana Miller was not getting finished?
You did say that. But, meth chicks do not die.
I know, they don't die. I was like...
You can shoot them 9 times. They're still living.
She might not win, but she's not getting knocked out in round 1.
Listen, she's going back to the trailer park with a full check, full of pride.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, next up...
some real fights.
This is a real banger. We have Luan Lacerda. He's plus 195 against Hecher Sousa, minus 230.
I don't get the love on Sousa.
Sosa, yeah.
Yeah, Sousa? Because, anyway... what I like about him is his aggressiveness.
He tries
He doesn't
hard.
get tired.
Yeah.
But his actual skill set wise, I'm like, yeah, his chin is up. His hands are really like swatty. He's like swatting and
that's just how guys from Spain fight.
Yeah. And then even his takedowns, I don't think are clean or great. And he has good grappling. Like he has like good jiu-jitsu. I like his jiu-jitsu, good control, transitions really well.
He's pretty strong for how good of cardio he has too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, versus like those really weak people that
can go forever, but they can't move you.
Yeah. And then Lacerda, I think he's not bad. Like he's fundamentally really sound in his striking. He has good jiu-jitsu. He does all the right stuff. Like I actually really like Lacerda. The issue with him is he fades out hard at 7.5 minutes. And you really, you see it go down. But Sousa just, runs into punches. He doesn't move. I want to like Lacerda here. The cardio scares me. And also the pressure of Sousa. It's just having a pressure fighter like that against a fighter that tends to fade a little bit is worrisome. I think skill for skill, I think Lacerda is probably overall better, but that cardio is such a huge thing. I think I'm going to go to Lacerda with the upset here. Yeah,
I don't hate that pick at all. Yeah. When I was looking at this, I thought to myself, like, Sosa is making his UFC debut, and he's a minus 200 favorite. Lacerda, he's 1-2 in the UFC, but he's good. He's talented.
He lost to Damone Blackshear. Like
Cody Stamen.
Yeah. And the Stamen one is a very different fight because Stamen is so run, touch, run, touch, where this is not that same fight.
No, it's a completely different fight than anything he's fought before. Lacerda's good. And we talk about jiu-jitsu. Both of us, I'm glad you said that because I think his jiu-jitsu is phenomenal. Yeah. He's really good. Great front kicks. The only thing is I feel like his striking needs space. He's very like
100%
Muay Thai.
100%. And if Sousa starts rushing in there,
he's not having space.
Yes.
And he's not a big power puncher. Yeah. That's the other thing.
I hope he starts mixing in elbows and knees because that would, Sosa would just run right into an elbow.
When I watched tape on Sosa for Contender Series, right, he was fighting the guy who was like 6'3" or whatever. And that was my biggest note is he's good and he's got a lot of passion in his fighting.
Yeah.
But he runs in with his chin up and his hands down and he does this. And he does it every time. He did it in that fight. But luckily he closed the distance so fast. What I do like about him, though, is, again, he constantly fills space. He's riding you, kneeing you, punching you. And the difference in this fight for me is the activity of Sosa. I don't think that Lacerda is going to hurt him on the feet. Sosa's got 14 fights. He's seen everything. He's been a champion. He's been hit by punches. And then he's just going to grapple him. He's going to get on top. He's going to punch him a lot. Lacerda is going to he's going to feel the time out of the cage. He fought Simon Oliveira in 3 years. I don't even count that as a win.
Yeah, I definitely think Sousa's the smart A side of a pick. I think there's just a good chance that Lacerda at the dog odds is a good, it's a risky bet, but I think he can get it.
I'm going Sosa.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I can't hate that.
Actually, all the bitches love Sosa.
There you go.
All right. Next up, we have Bolaji Oki versus Manoel Sousa.
Another Sosa. You want to go first on this?
Yeah, I'll go first on this one. I'm gonna pass on this fight. I think. Sosa, by the way, is Sousa. This is too much for me. This is too much. He's minus 350, and
you can't double a Sosa.
Yeah, I had nothing for that. I thought I was gonna have something witty, but nothing. And then Bolaji Oki is plus 285. This is just two retards fighting, I think. I mean, it's the simplest way to put it.
Dude, it is. They're the same fighter. I mean, I think Sousa is actually significantly more fundamentally sound. His guard is way tighter. And I think he's overall the better. I think he's a better wrestler. I think he's definitely the more technical fighter.
But Bolaji's an A athlete.
But yes, he is. But he's so wide in his striking, and he has no striking defense.
Yeah, and he gets hurt a lot.
He does get hurt a lot.
For me, ultimately, like Sousa has a lot of holes in his game. We saw that clearly in the last fight, and the guy just gassed out. I mean, he took him down 100 times, but he is a Terminator. I mean, the guy has crazy power. He presses forward all the time. I said there's nothing wrong with a Bolaji Oki round 1 KO slip just for protection, because I think it's going to take him some time to break down. But Sousa, once he finds his range, he gets in the pocket, I think he's going to do work. But I also think he's going to have to go through hell for the first few minutes to get there, because his defense isn't great either. And Oki has great reflexes, a great jab. He hits super hard. I think Sousa is going to melt him late, knock him out. But
Sousa has great cardio for the way that he fights and the chaos that he engages in. He doesn't get tired at all. The odds on this, I think, are almost unbettable if you're thinking Sousa, though, because this is really like whose chin is better and who lands.
Seriously, I mean, I would get Sousa in every category, but it doesn't mean Oki can't put him out.
Exactly, because of the way that he fights. Like if he had the same skill set, the same body, cardio, everything, but he had a more intelligent approach to it, you're like, oh yeah, go Sousa, blah, blah, blah. But he's just going to go out there swinging and clubbing. And I assume that his defense and arms are a little bit tighter than Oki's, who's just so kind of big. And his offensive punches are good. They're clean. They're straight. He does that well. But man, the second you throw back at him, there's these big, wide open holes that just, you could drive a car through. So yeah, I'm with you. I think Sousa wins it. But I think this should be way closer odds, just in the sense of like, man, this is a flip a coin, who knocks each other. Yeah.
Put your dick on the table. Let's find out.
Yeah. I mean, Sousa does have a good chin. He has a good chin. We've seen him get hit. Does not get phased much. But yeah, so I'm going Sousa here.
All right. Next up, this is going to be a banger. This is going to be these are full of great fights. Great fights. Yeah. Next up, we have Chris, the Action Man Curtis. He's plus 190 versus Myktybek Orolbai, minus 225.
I keep trying to convince myself that Curtis is too old, because
I thought you were going to say that Curtis should be allowed to vote. I was way off on this one. Way off.
Oh my God.
Do you remember early on? Wait, hold on. One comment. Do you remember early on when you'd wear your red Contender Series hat on the show? And I just was spreading a rumor you were wearing a Trump MAGA hat.
Oh, yeah.
And someone in the comments a few weeks ago were like, this
MAGA
is Trump's America.
Trump. Yeah. And I'm like,
hey, have you ever voted for Trump?
No.
No, never once. Neither have I. I haven't even voted.
What's funny is the last 2 elections, I down balloted everything, but I did not vote for the presidential race I
only vote for the human race.
That's a good one, because I couldn't bring myself to vote for either candidate. But anyway, we're
getting into politics. No, I'm just kidding.
Action Man, Action Jackson. Chris Curtis, I think, to me, I'm like, man, I think he just murders Orolbai.
What?
Yeah, just in this, not murders him, like not one punches him, but man, watching Orolbai in Rombeski, and who did Orolbai fight last?
Hermanson.
Oh yeah, that was. Well, I mean, even that fight was kind of Hermanson running and sticking Orolbai, and then he got punched once. He got fajitas, and then just down he went.
It's called a setup, okay?
Yeah. An eventual setup.
Yeah.
So, and then we saw him with Rombeski, who's opposite stance too. I mean, but man, anytime he got near Rombeski, he's just getting hit. His defense doesn't exist. Like, he does not have defense. I don't think he has this, like, I think he landed the best punch he could have landed on Hermansson, that level change overhand swinging and going.
I thought he was going to win that fight, but I didn't expect it to be like that.
No. Well, it was funny too, because I thought Hermansson was kind of picking him apart, and then boom, got one punched, and it's just a weird way to go. But wrestling wise, Orolbai, I mean, man, Curtis is really hard to take down.
He was hard to take down. And, I have stuck with this for a long time. Brendan Allen's not the best wrestler, and a lot of times he's going to flip to his back, and Curtis punished him. Then the other time he showed amazing takedown defense was Rodolfo Vieira. But again, Rodolfo's a jiu-jitsu guy who has a blast double, but that's all he has. Like you said, there's no nuance to that game. It's just run at you like an ox, and he defended a lot there. But then you watch him against Nasruddin Imavov, and he's just falling over.
But I think Imavov is legitimately very good.
You don't think Orolbai can wrestle better than Imavov?
I think Imavov is 6'3", 210 pounds come fight time. And I think Orolbai has been cutting down to 155 and doing catch weights. So I think that is a massive
I think
difference.
Orolbai probably walks around at 250 out of camp.
Man, I really like just the style of it. He doesn't kick. We've seen Orolbai catch kicks and do a lot. So I'm like, I think Chris Curtis is gonna do what Chris Curtis does and just like not get hit and just little by little start putting it on. And it's not that Orolbai can't out wrestle Chris and get some takedowns. He can. Chris can get up, whatever. Curtis does a good job of, a lot of people, like when they try to defend wrestling, they defend, but then they stay in these grappling exchanges. Whereas Curtis would do a much better job of like defending and then like getting back out into space. And he just does so little. He does have a good chin. He's durable. He's always been durable. He doesn't do dumb shit. And I think Orolbai is really good, but I don't think his striking is going to be enough to really. I think Curtis, he might find some success early. I think Curtis is going to start to find his rhythm. So, and really, I was thinking like, man, Orolbai has to win this because the young guy has to win. Like the young guy, these younger guys.
Do we know how old he actually is, though?
Orolbai, well, his face says he's 98.
He looks older than Chris.
Yeah, he does. But young guys, they're coming in. They're winning stuff. The old guys, we've seen a ton of them just falling off lately. And so I was like, this is going to happen. And I just don't see how it happens unless Chris is just that shot, which it could be. You just don't know. It's like, which step is the last step before you hit the cliff and fall off? And I think that's where Curtis is at right now. He's walking on that plateau, and any moment now he's falling off the cliff.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Curtis is still good. I've said for so long, like, I'm the number one Chris Curtis defender. He's just so aware of his game. He's seen everything. He spars 1 million rounds a day with everybody. I mean, he's so talented. But he's a slow starter, and he fights very close with everybody. And kind of the other issue too is he doesn't throw headshots a lot. He throws a lot of rip into the body, and I think that doesn't get scored by judges a lot of times. And so I think he falls behind.
No, but what it will do is it'll make it a lot harder to shoot.
That's a good point. But I think this dude is an ox. I think Orolbai, this fight is so binary because if Orolbai can't get him down, he's got some issues. Because you're right, he is really wide. He's very predictable on his shots like that he throws, but he is powerful and he is fast with his striking. I think he's just going to big body Chris and take him down. Also, Chris moving back down, and I know for so long it was, I'm not cutting weight. But then after so long at fighting at 85 to just randomly go back down at age 38.
That's what worries me is the drop in weight at the age. And then
two things, cardio and his chin.
Yes. I think more of his chin than cardio because he's never really been his style of fight, man, it'd be hard to get tired. He just doesn't do
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he could, though. If he's going to have to defend grappling, he could get tired. And he has gotten tired before. We've seen him get tired, even in the Kopylov fight, stuff like this. I like Orolbai. I think he's younger. I think he's a freaking ox, but I can see how this bet will go bad if he can't get him down.
Okay.
All right. Next up, one near and dear to your heart. We have Mr. Flying Hawaiian Brad Tavares at -135, fighting Eryk Anders, ya boy, at +115.
Man, this these guys have both looked pretty bad as of late.
I thought they were the same guy.
They are. One's just a black version of the Hawaiian, and the other's a Hawaiian version of the black man from Bama. No, I think skill for skill, I go Brad Tavares. I think he's just a more well-rounded fighter. He doesn't like Eryk has 2 left feet. Like he's a Heisman Trophy winning linebacker, but one of the things that we had to have him do when we were running camps is I was like, every day you jump rope because we have to get your footwork better, your movement better. He kind of like plods forward.
If anybody's starting out in fighting, you told me this a long time ago, you have to jump rope.
You have to jump rope. And you have to jump rope to the point where it's so boring that you start to entertain yourself and you're mixing your feet up and it becomes a dance, because then that is the footwork of a fight and the cardio of it.
Try 15 minutes, you're dead.
Oh, you if you don't do anything, you couldn't hit 15 minutes. You'd have to start with
That's where I started, and every day I was wondering why my legs were completely dead.
It's too much. It's almost like it's like not running and then running 10 miles and then you have shin splints for 4 weeks and you're like, but no.
Everyone try 15 minutes and come back to the comments. Let us know how.
Yeah, that's rough if you don't do it. And so Eryk's there. He knows how to win. First of all, he has good jiu-jitsu, but his offensive wrestling has never been that great. And even when he was with us, I mean, we had a ton of high-level wrestlers, coaches, people in there doing stuff, and he would get stuff, and he would get it pretty well. But then if he didn't do it immediately or like in a couple of days, he would just forget it. And then every camp, it was kind of like, hey, let's relearn the stuff that we did, and then it was there. And so, but it's just not natural to him. He is a southpaw. He does have good power when he lands. But I think that the guys he's beating, the Jamie Pickett's, the Weidmans.
He did beat Dawkins. Knocked him silly.
He did. He absolutely did. I think that was his last fight with us.
And look at Dawkins now. He's fighting at the White House.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an American dream.
But Brad is fighting and being at least a little competitive with much higher level opponents than Eryk is at this point. And I think Eryk opened a gym. He's staying there to train. He's focusing on those businesses. Brad is still in Vegas as a fighter. Brad hasn't retired yet. Eryk has. Yeah. And for that reason, I have to go Brad Tavares, because I feel like Eryk at this point is, I think he's doing his thing and enjoying life. And I think he has a good business back home. And I think all is well, but that's not the best approach to fighting.
Yeah, this is actually the main point that I went on yesterday. I think these guys are so similar. And if you watch Tavares, he struggles with southpaws and he struggles with guys that pressure him and have big hands. Like, this is a recipe for Eryk to win this fight. 100%. It's very winnable for him. But he's retired. He's slow. He slows down. Tavares is hanging with good guys. And I'm looking at this because I faded Tavares last fight. I bet
Who did he fight last?
Brišček.
That's right.
But Brišček has good ass hands and he puts combinations together. He's powerful. He stays on the pressure. So I'm thinking of Brišček and I'm thinking of Anders, and I'm like, Anders can't maintain that pace for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Not a Brišček pace. How he was fighting.
The pace that Eryk will keep is he'll cage push. If Eryk wins this fight, it's because he pushed him against the cage for 15 minutes.
But Tavares is the best takedown defense of all time historically.
It doesn't matter about takedown defense. It matters about cage time.
I think he'll get off. And he has a lot of elbows. I just think, like what you said, his game is just more well-rounded. Yeah. It's knees, it's kicks. At first, I was going to go Anders. And then I'm watching after the first round, after Tavares got knocked down, the lateral movement. And I thought, okay, he's just a kicker. And so, the switch stance is going to be a problem for Tavares. But he's got a nice one too. Yep. And like you said, I think in his mind, he still believes someday he can be a champion. Anders knows he's almost done. He's got all these businesses. Like, he's training in Alabama. I thought he was at the lab, but he's back in Alabama. He's got like Quadarius, his one guy. I'm serious. That's a real name.
I know.
You met him?
Q cornered him with us.
Yeah.
Maybe even Florida. I forget where.
I bet on him in like an amateur fight one time or something. That's how I know him.
Q's awesome.
I just think you have one guy who's actually trying to fight, one guy who's looking for another property.
Yeah,
I like him.
His down payment for another property.
Yeah. I got Tavares.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same.
Okay, next up, another one near and dear to the heart. We have Bruno Silva at plus 175. We have Charles Johnson at minus 205.
I'm going to withhold anything from this. What is your thought?
Well, okay, I've done a lot of rounds with Bruno. Bruno hits hard, and he's a very good striker. He makes good reads, really hard leg kicks. His body shots are probably his best thing he does. Charles Johnson's coming back off of a knockout like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or whatever against Alex Perez. Bruno's like the same size, same build as Alex Perez. Yeah. Probably hits as hard as Alex Perez. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He can counter wrestle. Like plus 175 is a big number on a guy, coming back off a knockout so recently. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's a pass fight, but I think it's dog or pass.
All right. Does his current training situation factor in at all?
Yeah, of course. I actually talked about this on Clint's show yesterday. What you mean is Bruno's still training at Fight Ready. There's not a lot of training partners left. And so the guy that he's doing his sparring rounds with is actually at a different gym. So my worry is the day-to-day training, the Monday through Friday training, not the Saturday sparring sessions. But that being said, Bruno's like, 36? He's been fighting his whole life.
He's been doing it forever. He goes to Valiant, wrestles over there.
He knows what he's doing.
All he has to do is be in shape and spar, and he's good.
That's it. Yeah, he's not a young guy. So, I mean, I think Bruno has bias aside, I think this is a great fight for Bruno. It should be mostly a striking affair. And one guy just got knocked out and honestly has never really worn punches that well. I don't think, even from his LFA days, Charles never has. Bruno's been tough and he's been in there with guys. I mean, he took a beating from Durden, came back and won. He went, toe-to-toe with Tagir. Like, he's got good fights. I like Bruno here.
All right.
He beat the hell out of Korea.
He did.
This is a fight I can't wait for. I just need to see something. So the next fight we have Vitor Petrino at minus 220 fighting Steven Asplund at plus 185. Now, Asplund is actually Juliana Miller's cousin.
Is he really?
No.
Fuck off.
I just thought they came from the same trailer park.
Do you want to talk about this? You want me to first?
Well, yesterday I picked Petrino. I want Steve Asplund to win so bad.
Why?
Just this big Brazilian juice monkey. Like when the shorts just ride up into his cup. I don't like it.
You don't like how it makes you feel?
Well, maybe I do like how it makes me feel, and that's what makes me uncomfortable. No, I mean, just Petrino's let me down so many times. His level of competition has been awful. Like, even the wins he's getting now are not good. Asplund loves to fight. That dude loves to be in the fire. And I've always thought Petrino was so good. Since he was on Contender Series, I'm like, man, this jacked guy is like pulling and countering. But I feel like over the time and the time he's put muscle on, he's gotten so much slower. His decision-making is not very good. Never has been good. Getting choked out by Anthony Smith. Crazy. Asplund's been training with a lot of wrestlers. What's the guy, the Peterson, who Petrino just knocked out.
Okay.
But that guy's a good wrestler. So I think he knows what the game plan is going to be for Petrino. It's going to be takedowns, grappling. So I think he's going to come well prepared. I think he's got better cardio, better pace than Petrino. Unfortunately, Petrino's an ox. I think Petrino's going to probably win. I would love to see a late 2-3 Asplund knockout.
I think you hit that pretty much on the head. Like, of course, the fight is going to be striking for a little bit when it starts. And
I think Asplund's going to win those exchanges.
100%. He's longer and he's really fluid, just right down the middle. He
flicks them. He doesn't load up.
Yeah, he doesn't load up. He's really fast 1-2s down the middle. Not an overly intricate game of striking, but he moves well for a heavyweight, and he does the right stuff. The issue is you already said, is the grappling. Petrino's wrestling is really good, and he out-wrestled Peterson. He's butt dragging, coming up, boom, reshooting, hitting trips off of it. And it's getting more intricate and more educated. His actual wrestling finishes, grabs that single leg, boom, pulls it off, trips a back leg. And like cardio-wise, I think that wrestling is going to tax Asplund way more than it's going to mess with Petrino. And I think if Petrino gets a couple takedowns and puts Asplund on his back, it's going to be hard for Asplund to get back up because he's not a short, compact heavyweight who knows how to grapple. He's a big, tall, kind of, you almost want to say skinny, but he's skinny fat, and he's.
I mean, imagine how hard that guy kicks carrying around 600 pounds of obesity on those legs.
Then he loses it all. And, but he's not like he's too long to just get up easily against Petrino.
That's actually a perfect, like the fight we watched earlier with Sosa and the guy on Contender Series. That dude was 6'3". He was just way too tall to stand up.
Yes, he's just too big. He just could. You can't ball up and get back up.
This is why 5'7" is optimal. I'm telling you guys, I can stand up at any time. Anytime.
You're standing up right now.
Oh, come on. All right, come on.
Would you sit down? Would you sit down and stop this?
Sorry, I'm being rude.
Nah, I think Petrino wins it with grappling. I think he punches his way in, just out grapples him. I think he gets on top and kind of beats on Asplin.
What about Jesus?
If it makes it, the Jesus.
You know, it'd be really funny if one of the Brazilians who did the crazy Jesus thing finished him with a crucifix. Fuck.
We need this.
Bookmark that.
Yeah, Petrino via grappling and
All right. Next up, I can't wait for this fight. It's Marwan Rahiki at -235 versus Harry Hardwick at +200.
Go.
Okay, yeah, because I said this yesterday. Harry Hardwick also has the worst social media of all time. I mean, just think of think of in your mind, think of like a British person, but if you hate them.
So a British person.
Yeah, just normal. Just any British person.
Gosh.
You think of the mangled teeth, the long armpit hair, no deodorants, and just horrible food. You just think of this. That's Harry Hardwick. And then he goes on talking about his last fight where he got calf kicked and he was breaking it down. He's like, I think I can do it next time. So they gave him Marwan Rahiki. And everyone goes in on Rahiki and they're like, oh, he got hurt so bad on his fight. Yeah, he fought a
gorilla.
He fought a gorilla. Yeah. I mean, be careful. They did bring him from the jungle.
He came from just right off of what is it? The Heart of Darkness, man. That dude came right out.
I've never seen someone get hit so hard in my life.
You tried to kill a man.
Like his head bounced off like ping pong back and forth.
That was wild. And what's his first name? Rahim? Marwan. He
got through
it. And he got hurt again and got through it dude, he did it. He did it.
There's a huge difference. So look at the Charles Johnson fight, right? Charles Johnson gets hurt by Alex Perez the first time, gets up, recovers, but never really recovers. And then he's down. I think the mark of a really good fighter is that can happen to you. It's going to happen. You get back up, and he went and finished the fight. He wasn't discouraged. He didn't lose the next round. He went and beat that ass. I look at Harry Hardwick, and the first fight was awful. He's a Cage Warriors guy. He's really good at breaking guys down who have bad cardio, who are brought in to lose, but now he's the one being brought in to lose. He doesn't have big power. His fundamentals aren't there. What he's really good at is pace, pressure, and body work. And against a guy like Rahiki, who moves so well, who's so dynamic, has amazing kicks, this is going to be a beatdown.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right. Rahiki is fast. He's athletic. He knows how to fight.
Shit, and he's a smooth striker. Like it's second nature.
Really is. He's young. And Hardwick just, you said it. I mean, he's Homer Simpson. He outlasts and then puts it on people and pressures them. But man, his striking is non-existent. He has zero physicality. Dude, I think he is gonna TKO. It's going TKO. I don't know how it's a TKO. It could be a kick, punch,
sneaky Rahiki. That's what we call him.
Rahiki. TKO Rahiki. Write it down.
All right, for that one person, that's who we're picking. Rahiki. Right into the mic.
Right there.
All right, next up, I can't wait for that one. Just so I can see his reaction afterwards. Okay, next up we have Andre Fili. At +225, he's fighting Jose Delgado, Arizona's own. He is -265.
I mean, of course, I think Delgado is good, and I think he is getting better. I think he close fight with Nathaniel Wood, and I don't remember the scorecards, but I remembered it being more dominant. The scorecards being more dominant for Woods than I thought it was going to be, like a split decision. And for some reason,
every round was close.
Yes. And I think it was like a unanimous decision for Wood, either 30-27 or 29-20. I forget the details, but I just remember going like, this is going to be close. And then it was like, all right, all three judges score at 29-28 Nathaniel Wood or something. I could be wrong there, but that's what I'm remembering in my head just on the scores. But the fight itself was very close, very competitive. There was a lot going on. The issue that Delgado is going to face with Fili is Fili's a big body who has some weird, like he'll trail that head kick. Like he'll constantly throw that head kick over the top. In his beautiful head kick, and he catches people different, he can wrestle. He is a big body, so you have to be careful. Delgado's got to be careful with him in round 1-ish, in the early round 2, just because there's a lot that can happen. In Delgado, I think he's really good. He just isn't super experienced yet, so he's got to make sure that he doesn't. And the issue with that is Delgado's all gas, no brakes, just.
He's got a lot of gas, though.
Yeah, he absolutely does. But that can kind of run into. It's easier to do that against a Nathaniel Wood than it is to do that against a 5'10", 5'11" Andre Fili, is what I'm saying. And Fili can wrestle. He can do stuff, but Delgado can wrestle. Delgado's at the lab. His cardio is always on point. Barring the issue with Fili, he's not technical enough to pick him apart.
Yeah.
Is he can brawl it. And maybe a few years ago, maybe he would win those brawls. But he's a little older now. He's a little slower, and his chin isn't holding up.
And Delgado's speed is notable. Yes. He's so fast, like so fast.
And the thing I like about Delgado is that he mixes in elbows and knees. And so he will throw from the outside, but man, the second there's contact, knees and elbows are coming. And he really does put together a good 15 minutes of fighting. He's not boring, but he's not stupidly excessive in trying to finish. I like Delgado here.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah, he really is.
I saw him the other day at the coffee shop I go to with Benson. Him and Benson were they took out the notebook and we're going over some game plans.
There you go.
Now you know he game plans.
I like it. I like Delgado. And I think I wouldn't be shocked to see him finish Fili.
Yeah, I got Delgado too. I think there's nothing that he hasn't seen that Fili's going to offer him that he hasn't trained with at the lab. Faster, more dynamic. The one thing I did say though, we were there at I don't know if you were there at the UFL fights. You were probably backstage. He fought a tomato can from California.
Got clipped.
He got clipped bad. Yeah. He got put on death's door. He had to find it in himself to come back and win. So, and then Nathaniel Wood hurt him. So that chin it's there. It's available.
That was my point with the Fili thing is like Fili's big enough and he has a couple like level change head kick, sneaky, like trail off head kick stuff that Delgado can't be too reckless. He's got to be tight enough to stave off those tricks.
All right. Next up, so you're picking Delgado. I'm picking Delgado. Just so everyone knows.
Are we?
Fuck.
Aren't you?
I'm Fili. I'm Phil. All right. Next up, we have Oumar Sy versus Ion Cutelaba. Someone help me. Ion
Cutelaba. Ion?
Yeah. Oumar is minus 180. Ion is plus 155.
All right. Give me your thoughts on the Hulk.
I hate this fight just in general. I don't like Sy. I don't like Sy. I think his style sucks.
He's annoying.
He's really annoying because it's like his type of fighter should have been phased out long ago. Guys who can't strike or wrestle, they just big body you and just hold on. I don't like the style. Cutelaba's good, man. I think he's a good grappler. Like he's so strong and so physical. I think on the feet, he's going to have the advantage. I mean, he's come a long way and he's found how to mix power with technicality. But he makes a lot of mistakes. He ends up on his back a lot. He does stupid stuff. I mean, I want to pick Cutelaba so badly. I picked Menefield in the last fight. That one panned out against Oumar. I think ultimately Oumar is just so athletic and he's just going to get a hold of him and just work so hard eventually to get to the top. I think he's eventually going to win, but I hate this fight. And I could see Oumar getting hurt too.
See, I think this is going to be a split decision type of fight.
What does the judge like more?
Yeah, and what I think is I think Sy, his wrestling is not great. His striking is not great, but it's getting better. It's better over the last fight than we've seen it.
It's better than his last fight.
Yeah, but what he's starting to do is kind of have this like touch and move French game plan. Deep. And
it's the Cody Garbrandt game plan we call.
I know. Garbrandt just running. Let's stand and go or screaming the second.
And then he runs away.
The second that other point got taken and he knew he was like, I'm out.
He threw one flying knee just to go, I'm not a bitch, and then ran the rest of the fight.
Even after that, I thought Zhao won. And then
Every round.
Yeah, and then they called like all three judges see it 29 or 28.
I was celebrating.
Whatever it was, I was like, Zhao Long got this. And then they're like, Cody Garbrandt. I'm like, robbery.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sy is, a teep and runner and a touch and runner. And yeah, it doesn't make sense to me because Sy will probably win because he's just younger and he's in Ion is 19
and 11 is a salty record.
Yeah, is just dumb stuff. Like Sy should win. I think, man, I want to say Ion can get the upset because he's looked decent lately. He's looked a little less stupid.
And he's so aggro. And a guy that doesn't have strong wrestling like Oumar.
He punches well. He does a lot of the right stuff. And then even when he gets taken down, he kind of explodes and wiggles and can scramble. He has good wrestling himself. And if Oumar can't get a takedown and ends up on his back, Ion is going to murder him.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's ground and pound.
And his takedowns are very unique. I was saying this yesterday. Two guys I really liked their takedowns early on was Sergey Spivak when he used to wrestle.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Because
it was great.
And Cutelaba, because their takedowns, they're both Moldovan, but they don't just shoot double legs and push you to the cage. A lot of their stuff is trip takedowns, and they'll redirect you ways that I haven't really seen before. So I think those takedowns are going to take a lot of people by surprise. And his physicality, I just think he's so strong. I mean, there is a world where Oumar shoots the first shot and Cutelaba says, "Get the fuck out of here," and just puts it on him. I mean, this is what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I want to say Ion. I know that he is not he's just an idiot and he does dumb shit and he's trying to find a way to lose by doing dumb shit. But I think I like Ion here. I'm
going to switch. I want to go Ion. Sorry, on the last show I picked Oumar. I was influenced, but I like Ion. All right. You ready for your main event?
What do I got?
I mean, this was Clint's main event yesterday also, but for the other reason. Okay, next up we have the one, the only. You want to say it?
Amanda Lemos
against Gillian Robertson.
Who? Huh?
I'll give you the honors on this one, and I'll do the next, and then you'll finish.
Man, I love Amanda Lemos. Great boxing. Better grappling over the years.
I have told you guys. I've said it time and time again.
Right? Like, she has better grappling over the years. It's gotten better.
Remember, I've never got more shit than picking her over Tatiana, and everyone goes, oh, she's going to get... I thought she won that fight.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a great performance. I thought she did the right stuff. We saw her get armbarred a few fights back. Who was that armbarred her?
John Jaroba.
Yeah, John Jaroba. And I mean, look, man, you have one eye, you better be good at armbars. So
it was her good side.
That's where we're at. And Gillian, we've been high on Gillian.
Literally.
In a lot of areas as well, because she does such a good job of using weird shit to win. And just, she'll shoot bad shots. She's slow as shit. She'll shoot, pull guard, come up, half guard. Her single leg finishes are really good. And
someone making macaroni? You smell
probably.
It? I smell pasta.
Yeah. My kids have been fiending over mac and cheese. They've been wanting Kraft mac and cheese.
It smells Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's probably Kraft mac and cheese.
That smell is unmistakable.
It is unmistakable. But, Gillian does the right stuff. The thing with Gillian is she's slow as shit. She's getting slower. She looks like a sloth.
It's because she's high all the time.
She is. And her striking is getting worse. It's like going backwards. But her grappling is getting better. She's mean as shit. Her ground and pound is vicious. She gets on top. Brutal. But I think I like Lemos here. I mean,
come on.
I didn't think I would. I got to go Lemos.
This is the one time I'm jumping ship.
Yeah.
And
I know. The smart play here is Gillian because
it's not the smart play though, because she can get killed.
No, it's just her Gillian. Here's the reason.
Her tenacity.
Gillian is sticky. And she's just sticky and she's gonna stick to you and she won't die. Lemos, for as good as of an athlete as Amanda is, and for as good of her boxing as she is, she doesn't have great footwork. And if she would stick and move and use just a little bit more footwork in between and touch and move and go, I would like her a lot more here. I think if I had to bet my kids, I'm going Gillian.
I was glad we were getting to a kid bet finally.
Yeah, always. You have to go with a kid bet.
Which kid would you bet on this one?
Oh, easily Lennox.
Yeah.
I'm letting him go first. Like we gotta
sacrifice the youngest one you can reproduce.
Yeah, I mean it's. I basically could, get 4 more of those with a walk down the street. You just throw some candy out and you got 4 more Lennoxes.
Wait a minute. This is the wrong time to say that.
All right.
I love Amanda Lemos. Also, has anyone checked on Lemos? When they do the cup check, do they check her? We have a Brittany Griner situation going on.
They make her turn her head and cough.
Have you seen, do you know the whole conspiracy with Griner? Do you know who Brittany Griner is? Mm-hmm. Someone the other day was my Xbox. They go, my Xbox handle is free Britney, and they go, Britney Spears. He goes, no, Brittany Griner. When she got held in a Russian prison, they think she's a man. She's chilling at the pool with her shirt off. She has a wife.
Oh yeah, that way is a man.
It's a man.
It's a man.
Like I mean, Lemos is in the same boat. She hits like a man. Yeah. She looks like a man. She moves like a man. But I'm actually off the Lemos train on this one. Only because she throws so hard. Sometimes she gets stuck in her stance. And that's what's going to open up a lot of takedowns. And I mean, everyone's going to go, they're going to kill me for this. Tatiana's the greatest wrestler of all time.
She's not a good MMA wrestler.
She's horrible.
Yeah, she's not at all. She can wrestle out in the open with a singlet on and some wrestling boots.
But we get into a cage, she just goes,
yep.
I mean, it's the same. And I look at Gillian,
Gillian can cage wrestle.
She can. That's the thing. She chain wrestles and she cage wrestles. Her traditional wrestling is not good. Bad posture, bad shots, bad entries and timing. But she runs head on the outside. She gets girls down. She knows how to cut the corner. And the way Lemos usually reverses things is guillotines, or she'll get that butterfly hook and just lift, and she'll swing her hips to the top. I look at a girl like Gillian who's so good at jiu-jitsu. Yeah. That's going to be her counter. She's going to take the back. She's going to get on top to mount. She's going to elbow her a lot. I just think Lemos is so willing to knock her head off. If she would just sit back and defend and just touch her with a jab for 15 minutes, Lemos makes this look so easy. But actually her willingness to kill Robertson, I think, is going to be her undoing. I like Robertson here, probably by a finish.
So you make me want to flip, all right?
That was in what way? What way do you mean?
That was a compelling argument. It was great. Well written. Bravo.
Thank you.
But last week I flipped on Michael Johnson and Drew, and we saw the outcome.
I was trying to throw people off the trail because I fixed the fight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wasn't Michael Johnson, the same as Alexander, and the same thing happened again?
Did you see the tweet, though?
No.
There's a guy who actually watches our show, I think, sometimes. He goes, Michael Johnson's nephew has been kidnapped by this gang. They need him to lose by second round KO. And then wins the first round, comes out round 2, flatlines. And Dana talked about the tweet. What? So you need to get back in there and get us the news.
It's crazy. I need the tea. All right. So I want to flip to Gillian, but by proxy, I can't because of that.
Okay. We'll go Lemos.
We'll call it a wash. And then next week, maybe I can.
Why do you think they never fixed the fight with Brazilians? You don't have to answer that. Okay, next one, we're gonna go Josh Emmett. This is the main event.
All right, you guys, main event. It's late. We're getting ridiculous over here. Sign up for the Patreon, the Discord. Come say hello. Yeah.
Shout out my girlfriend. She's gonna be watching.
Shout out my girlfriend too.
What's mine is yours. All right, main event. We have Josh Emmett. He's plus 375, and he is 41 years old as of a week ago in 3 days. Versus Kevin Vallejos, El Chino. I'm allowed to say that. It is his nickname. He's minus 500, and he's 24 years old.
You get more racist by the day.
I'll keep this short. I like Vallejos. I think the kid's got a granite chin. Really good boxing. Not that Emmett's not good. It could be a close competitive fight, but I mean, minus 500, what are you going to do with that? But I like Vallejos to win.
I don't even know what fight we're talking about at this point, because watching the way Emmett got taken down against Yusuf Zalal and just mauled and arm, it's like the guy that we're all talking about, Josh Emmett. Look, he absolutely has one punch power
against Bryce Mitchell.
Against Bryce Mitchell, who thinks the earth is punchy. So I don't know what Emmett brings to the table at this point. He's so old at that weight class. If you're 205 heavyweight. 41 is the new 22. But at 41 and 145 pounds,
it's the hardest weight class in the world.
I mean, that's like you're basically 107, and he's had ACL surgeries. He's just being, when you are out wrestled, and look, Zalal looks amazing these days. Like the second coming of Zalal is really impressive.
I'm not buying it.
Okay, well, no one's selling it. So no, but I mean, Vallejos, the kid can strike, but more than anything, you said it, he has a granite chin. He's young. The issue that Vallejos is going to have is he's so willing to fight that you've got to be careful about that Josh Emmett overhand.
That's what I was saying. This matchup is like the least rewarding for him.
100%.
I would rather Vallejos fight someone who's more technical than Emmett and like better, more skilled than Emmett. I would think he'd actually have a better chance because he's very skilled. His undoing is just going to be power and a lucky shot.
Right hand. So he better have a good defensive mind about himself for this fight. Because I mean, you could piece Emmett up and piece him, beat him up every which way, and then 23 minutes later you're looking up, from the ground up, and so I like Emmett. I've always liked Emmett. I thought he's given us a great career, but I think his career is behind him at this point. Like I think it's just done. I wouldn't be surprised to see Vallejos actually knock him out early.
Yeah. I think a finish is on the table, especially after the beating that Ilya gave him, and he's been getting finished. He's
taken some beatings, just his age. That chin goes. One way or the other, I think he's in a knockout. I mean, knockout, TKO. I can't fathom this fight ending submission, flying armbar, decision. Like this fight's a knockout, one way or the other. So, that's it. That is the show, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.